5-year-old boy? Yes, he can. And that is the beautiful pastime of Lord Nṛsiṁha-Dev. And the day that Lord Nṛsiṁha-Dev appeared is called Nṛsiṁha-caturdaśī. And it is coming up very soon this year on the 15th of May 2022. So we're going to look at why did Nṛsiṁha-Dev appear and what day. So it was basically the Chaturdashi Tithi that he appeared. And Chaturdashi means Dasha is 10, Chatur is 4, 10 plus 4 is 14. It is the 14th day always of the waxing or the waning phase of the moon. So it either comes one day before Amavasya or one day before Purnima. So that's the 14th day. Since Lord Nṛsiṁha-Dev appeared on Chaturdashi Tithi, we call this day as Nṛsiṁha-caturdaśī, the appearance day of Lord Nṛsiṁha-Dev. So why did he appear? What is the pastime behind it? What happened was one of these demons, Hiranyakashipu, he got very annoyed because Lord Vishnu killed his brother Hiranyaksha. So Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu were both twin brothers. Now, the interesting thing about their names is Hiranya is gold. Hiranyaksha means one who is got like a golden eye. And Hiranyakashipu, Kashipu is bed, and Hiranya, bed made of gold, which means he had so much money that even his cot and everything was made of gold. So they both were extremely powerful, very wealthy, and very strong demons. So Lord Vishnu killed Hiranyaksha in a fight. Now Hiranyakashipu got extremely disturbed by this, but what he does is he convinces his sister-in-law, that is Hiranyaksha's wife, and his mother Diti, giving many spiritual stories about one King Suyagya who died in the battlefield, about a Kulinga bird who died because he was looking at his partner who's caught in the net of the hunter. The Kulinga bird, the male bird, was also looking at this female bird, and he also got caught in the net. So he gives great examples and stories from history, and he tells his mother and his sister-in-law and the sons of Hiranyaksha to say that one should not get affected by attachments. And then everybody else says, okay, yes, he's really giving very good spiritual understanding to all of them. And they get satisfied with what they heard from him and they move on. But he's such a hypocrite that he gives an amazing lecture to everyone else. But after that is over, he goes to another meeting to talk to his demoniac friends to plan how he is going to avenge his brother's death. So he shows how much he's attached to his brother and he's not able to forget and move on. And he is not spiritual, but he's very good in giving spiritual talk to his relatives, right? So many times we should understand that there is a beautiful saying, I can't hear what you speak because what you do screams louder. So if we are in a position where others are following our actions and words, we should actually talk louder in our actions than our words, because people see what we do more than hear what we say. So now this Hiranyakashipu was good at preaching but not good at following. So he made further plans to see how he will kill Lord Vishnu. So he takes a vow to finish Lord Vishnu, and now he's telling all his demoniac friends, go around and trouble all the Vishnu bhaktas, all the demigods. Don't allow any sages to have a peaceful yagya. You should go and completely destroy all the places that is offering anything to demigods or to Lord Vishnu. So now at the same time he's saying that I am going to perform a very severe austerity, because of which I'm going to achieve superpowers, and with those superpowers I'm going to take over the entire world, and I'll be so powerful that I will finish Lord Vishnu. So he goes ahead, he does some severe austerities, from which through the austerities that he's performing, there is so much fire that is emanating from the top of his head. So all the demigods and the birds, beasts, everyone living in the Bhuloka and Swargaloka, everyone is getting disturbed by this fire and the heat that is emanating from his body and specifically from his head. So now all the demigods, they go and complain to Lord Brahma. They're saying, this guy has an ulterior motive. He wants to achieve so much power that he will take over Swarga, he will take over even Dhruvaloka, and all over, whatever he can take, the 14 planetary systems, he wants to take over everything. So if you don't give him a benediction, he is going to finish us all. This heat is unbearable. So please give us any possible solution. So Brahmaji hears that, and then with a few sages and great personalities like Daksha, Bhrigu, and all of them, he goes to meet Hiranyakashipu from his kamandalu. It's a small pot that the sages carry. So from the kamandalu, he pours water and he throws it on Hiranyakashipu. He wakes him up, and then Hiranyakashipu is very happy that Lord Brahma is there. So now Lord Brahma is asking, what do you want? I'm very pleased by your austerities and your penances. So he says, okay, I want immortality. That is, I should never die. So Lord Brahma is saying, I'm sorry, I can only give you what I have. Even I am not immortal, right? I may live for a long, long time, but I'm not immortal myself. So I cannot award you what I don't have. Please ask me for something else. So then this smart Hiranyakashipu that he thought he was, he said, okay, so then I should not be killed by a human or an animal or a demigod. I should not be killed in the morning or in the night. I should not be killed up in the heavens or in the earth. I should not be killed in the day, not in the night. Like this many permutations, combinations that he planned, and he put it across. So Lord Brahma said, okay, very good. Good for you. If you think you're really smart to achieve immortality like this, the Lord will find his way to finish you anyways. So Lord Brahma says, Tathastu, you have your benediction. Right? And he moves on. So now Hiranyakashipu goes back and he becomes very powerful. So he's fighting everybody. He's winning over everybody. Nobody can kill him. So he takes over Swargaloka. He takes over the entire Bhuloka and almost all of the planetary system, 14 planetary systems. So now everyone, all the demigods along with Lord Brahma is going to Lord Vishnu and they're praying to him. So Lord Vishnu says, don't worry, I will take my incarnation very soon. And the height of his atrocity will be when he torments or puts my very sweet devotee Prahlad, who will be born as his son, when he puts him into a lot of difficulties, at that time I will appear and I will finish him. So everybody was happy that, okay, a demon who was really creating a lot of trouble in the world will be finished very soon. So this is one side of the story. And another side, what happens is Kayadu, who is the wife of Hiranyakashipu and mother of Prahlad Maharaj, the little devotee boy, she, when Hiranyakashipu has gone to perform his austerities, Indra comes, takes over all of Hiranyakashipu's kingdom. And along with that, he's trying to kill Kayadu, who is Hiranyakashipu's wife. At that time, Narada Muni says, no ways, you're going to finish a woman. It is not part of the dharma. And at the same time, he also says she's also pregnant. So it is not going to be right on your part to kill a woman who is pregnant. So he says, I will take her to my hermitage. So he takes her, and Prahlad Maharaj, Narada Muni gives lots and lots of talk on devotional service, and Prahlad Maharaj is hearing everything sitting inside the womb of Kayadu. Many people ask us, what is the right age for someone to become devoted? Right? We all think, many times we'll tell young children, this is not the age for being devoted. Why are you so devoted? Are you planning to become a sannyasi? Believe me, becoming a sannyasi is not such an easy thing. Right? It needs a lot of austerity. Now, the question is, Can we become devotees? Yes, anyone can become a devotee. What is the age to begin with? -9. -9 months, in fact. Right? What does that mean? When the child is in the womb of the mother, the child can actually hear everything that is done outside. And this is a wonderful example. So the child actually hears what the mother is hearing, what is going on around. So it is very auspicious when a pregnant woman, when she is carrying a child, to hear very auspicious things, to do auspicious things, to be in the right mood, right? So Kayadu got this amazing opportunity, although the wife of a demon, she got this amazing opportunity to actually listen to Narada Muni. Many times she would sleep, but the child inside would be hearing. So Prahlad Maharaj developed a lot of devotion right inside the womb of Kayadu. Now, after this, Kayadu comes back to Hiranyakashipu. He didn't realize that where she was and what would have happened and all of this. And then Prahlad was born. There were 4 sons, and one of them was Prahlad. So now what happens is he grows up to be a devotee, right? And then Hiranyakashipu is controlling the entire world to say Hiranyakashipuve Namaha, right? And here is his own son who's constantly meditating on Krishna. There's a beautiful praising word that is spoken about Prahlad Maharaj, which says, Krishna graha grihitatma. Sometimes we say, why do you look like you're possessed? Why are you looking so silent and sitting in one place? What's wrong with you? Right? So when someone is possessed, they're just looking at one place, they're thinking something, or there's something going on inside the body. Like that, there was a graha which had possessed Prahlad. Who is that graha? Krishna graha. Isn't that amazing? The Lord himself has caught Prahlad Maharaj. So Prahlad Maharaj was always in the thought of Krishna. And then when he was sent to the Gurukul and then the teachers started teaching him, he did not want to learn anything from them. So Hiranyakashipu, one day when Prahlad Maharaj came back, he says, so what is the most favorite thing that you learned from your teachers? And Prahlad Maharaj says that if somebody has attachment to the material dualities, that person should give up everything, his house, his wealth, everything, and go to the forest and meditate on the Supreme Lord. Wow. Now that was a shocker for Hiranyakashipu. He's saying, how did this come to you? Who's teaching you this? And Prahlad Maharaj is saying, it's just in my mind, I know this. So he calls the Shanda and Amarka, who are the gurus who are teaching in the Gurukula. So he's saying, what are you teaching my son? And they're saying, we didn't teach this. I'm not sure where he learned from. So he sends him back. He comes back and he asks the same question. And Prahlad again talks devotional service. He talks about the 9 processes of devotional service. And this completely shocks Hiranyakashipu. And he says, this is the height of it. No more. So he gets very angry. He calls the teachers back. And the teachers are saying, it's not us. We're not doing it. He's naturally born devotee. What can we do? So so Hiranyakashipu calls his assistants and then he tells them, kill this boy. Can you imagine what a cruel father he is? Just because the son was not ready to praise him, instead he was praising his enemy, this father decides that he has to kill his son. So then the assistants start trying to kill Prahlad Maharaj in different ways. So they are throwing him from the mountain, they are cutting him with a sword, they are making poisonous snakes bite him, they gave poisonous milk to drink, and then they put him in the fire. So many things. And also, they made elephants step on him. All of this is happening, but Prahlad Maharaj is still alive. And this surprises Hiranyakashipu. He's more afraid of Prahlad Maharaj now. So again, in the meanwhile, he is going to the school, and what is he doing? He is not only becoming Krishna conscious, but he is also making the other demoniac boys who are in the Gurukula to become Krishna conscious or God conscious. So now Hiranyakashipu is not very happy with it. He gets extremely angry and he says, I'm going to finish you now. So now Prahlad Maharaj is falling at the feet of Hiranyakashipu, not because he was scared that he was going to die, but he is saying, my dear father, I'm so sorry if I made you angry, but that's not my intention. So Hiranyakashipu says, it doesn't matter what your intention is, but you're praising my enemy, and that I don't like. You know what? I am the most powerful in this whole world. There's no one more powerful than me. I'm the greatest. This Prahlad Maharaj did not like. Again, he starts saying that there is nobody who's greater than Krishna. So that, the argument keeps going on, and Hiranyakashipu gets very angry and he says, oh, you always boast saying your Lord is everywhere and blah, blah, blah. So he says, is your Lord present in this pillar? And Prahlad Maharaj, without blinking an eyelid, he said, yes, my Lord is inside this pillar. Hiranyakashipu, with his gada, the mace, he hits the pillar and the pillar breaks open. And who comes out? It is Lord Nṛsiṁha-dev. Nṛsiṁha-dev ki jai. So he comes out and he fights with Hiranyakashipu till it is twilight time, and then he brings him out, he puts him on his lap and he tears open his stomach with his nails. So there's no astra or shastra. Shastra is weapons, just plain weapons like sword and mace and all of that. Astra is something in which a mantra is chanted and then it is aimed at somebody, like Brahmastra, Varunastra, Vayuastra. So there are different astras. So a bow and an arrow, they are just shastras. But when a mantra is chanted on it and then it is sent, it becomes an astra. So Hiranyakashipu had taken the vow that he should not be killed by an astra and shastra. So Lord Nṛsiṁha-dev said, nails are neither astra nor shastra. So he killed him with his nails in the twilight time, because Hiranyakashipu said, not in the morning, not during the day, not in the night. So the Lord chose the twilight zone. He said, not by a man, animal, or a demigod. So the Lord chose Nara, Simha. So Simha Mukha, he had the face of a lion. Nara, body of a man. Nara is a human. So he had a combination of lion, an animal, and a human. That is Nṛsiṁha-deva's appearance. So he finished Hiranyakashipu. And not only Hiranyakashipu, and so many other demons who were supporting him at that point, because Nṛsiṁha-dev got so angry that this was just a little boy. He was 5 years old. How could these people torture this little boy so much because of this one fact that he was a devotee of Krishna? Nṛsiṁha-dev was very, very angry. So he finished a lot more people, and then he came and sat down on the throne of Hiranyakashipu, and then he looked at Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj chanted a few prayers. Everyone else was very, very angry. Even Lakshmi Devi said, I've seen so many avatars, incarnations of Lord Vishnu, but this incarnation I'm extremely scared of. She said, I'm not going to go there and calm him down. Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, everybody was scared, standing away. So everyone said, Prahlad Maharaj, he appeared for you. So I think you should go and appease him. So Prahlad Maharaj went, he chanted some prayers, and then Lord Nṛsiṁha-dev calms down. So this is the appearance, special appearance of Lord Nṛsiṁha-dev. So then Nṛsiṁha-dev asks Prahlad Maharaj, what do you want from me? I want to give you something very, very special. So at that time Prahlad Maharaj says a beautiful shloka. This is in 7th canto of Śrimad Bhagavatam, 10th chapter, 7th verse. 7, 10, 7. If you would like to see this verse and read more about Nṛsiṁha-dev's appearance on the 15th, then you could pick up the 7th canto of Śrimad Bhagavatam. This is available on Vedabase online, and go to vedabase.com.net and you will get to the page. Click on Śrimad Bhagavatam. On that you will see cantos 1 to 12. Click on canto 7, and within that you will have the entire, from the first chapter onwards, it is Nṛsiṁha-dev's pastime. Starts from Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, all of that very interesting pastime of the Lord you will get to read. It is very auspicious if you read it on this day. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling telling Nrsimhadev, yadi dāsyasi me kāmāns, varam tvaṁ varadarṣabha, kāmānāṁ hṛdy asaṁrohaṁ bhavatas vṛṇe varam. So beautifully, there's a 5-year-old boy. Imagine the Lord is standing in front of us and he's saying, ask me for whatever you want. And this boy knows that he can ask for anything that he wants. But he's saying, oh Krishna, oh varadarṣabha. Rṛṣabha means lion. Lion among those who is in giver of benediction. Varada. Vara is benediction or boon. Da is to give. He's saying, you are the best in the giver of benediction. Varāṁs tvaṁ varadarṣabha. Right? In giving benedictions, you are varadarṣabha. Rṛṣabha is lion, Varada is giver of benediction. But, you know what benediction that he is asking for? He is saying, kāmānāṁ hṛdy asaṁrohaṁ. I have lots of material desire in my heart. Please destroy all of it. This is very high level prayer, right? We can only imagine, but we can pray to Prahlad Maharaj that he gives us the ability, the strength to go in front of the Lord and to pray that Krishna, I don't want any of these material things, wealth, name, fame, position, beauty, knowledge. This is what we are always looking for, wanting more and more and more. How much ever comes to us, we're still not so satisfied. But this one time on Nrsimhadev's appearance day, if we can ask that one day, Krishna, I have so many material desires. Can you clear up some space so that I can have you in that space in my heart? That's why Prahlad Maharaj is saying, clear up that space because I want all the space for you, Krishna. That's the maturity of a 5-year-old boy. Then we have to question our maturity, right? So this happens. And Lord Nrsimhadev gets very pleased with this beautiful prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. Now, why did the Lord appear? Multiple reasons. The Lord appeared because he wanted to show that he protects his devotees. Many times in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna repeats in multiple ways to say, I appear to protect my devotees, right? He says, paritranaya sadhunam, I appear to protect my devotees. Then another verse he says, ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. He says, for one who ananya chinta, who's always thinking of me, to that person, I will protect what they have and I carry what they lack. Yoga, kshemam, vahami, aham. I protect and I preserve, right? So that is one other place. In another place he says, name bhaktaha pranashyati. My devotee never perishes. So in multiple areas, Krishna is promising again and again that I protect my devotees. I care for my devotees. My devotee never perishes. So to keep his word, the Lord comes down to show that he does keep his word. It does not matter whether the devotee is a 5-year-old boy, an old woman, man or woman, this religion or that religion, very wealthy or very poor. The Lord, it doesn't matter to the Lord. Bhakti and Bhagavan are not bound by any of these material qualifications that one carries. He is looking for pure love and devotion. So all that we are trying to gather up this entire life is of no use if we actually are looking forward to connecting with the Supreme Lord. Because what he wants is relationship building. So can we build relationship with God? Yes, we can. And one of the verses, to see God, right? There is one of the Bhagavad Gita verses that is being given already. If you would like to know how to see God, how to understand God, you can listen to this class as well. So now Krishna comes because he wants to protect his devotees. Krishna comes because he wants to keep the word of his devotees. Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu is saying, is your Lord in this pillar? Prahlad Maharaj doesn't even think twice. He says, yes, he is. And Hiranyakashipu is saying, if he is not there, I will beat you with this mace and I will finish you. Prahlad Maharaj says, okay, he's not scared. Abhayam. This is another beautiful quality of a devotee. A devotee is never fearful. And that's what this 5-year-old boy is showing. Actually, we see children have more faith in God than grown-ups. As we grow up, we are always questioning. In the name of maturity, we get too complex. But children, very simple. They just believe. If they start believing, they believe 100%. That's what he had, right? And then he said, yes, my Lord is in this pillar. The Lord wanted to keep his word. He said, my devotee said it, now I have to be in this pillar. So he got into this pillar and he came out of it, right? And that's the beauty of the Lord, that he even would break his own promise, but he would ensure that he keeps the promise of his devotees. The Lord also appears to show that he reciprocates. Many times we think, is God there actually? Because I'm so devoted, I don't see God anywhere. Is he even reciprocating? So the Lord comes and shows as examples like this, that if our devotion is pure, if we truly want to connect to the Lord, if we have 100% trust in the Lord, then the Lord shows that I will appear. I will appear even as Nara, Simha. I will even appear from inside a pillar, right? I will appear at any time of the day. So it is the faith, it is that love that we have for the Lord with which we want to connect and have a relationship with God. God shows that he will reciprocate. And that's the other reason why Nṛsiṁha appeared. If you would like to offer something on the day, Pannakam, again, this recipe is already given on the Ramanavami lecture that has been uploaded already in the channel. So you could watch it. There is a small recipe behind after the discussion. So you could take that. And Lord Nṛsiṁha loves Pannakam, and you could offer that on this special day. Also, if you're a South Indian, it's wonderful to prepare puliyodare, that is tamarind rice, and offer to Lord Nṛsiṁha. So to conclude, it is Nṛsiṁha-caturdaśī on the 15th of May 2022. So let us celebrate by hearing, remembering and chanting, and also by cooking and offering to the Lord, and always trying to be in the memory of the Lord. This is the greatest example and the principle that we have to take from Prahlad Maharaj, right? He followed two principles. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. This is what he followed. Whatever happened, they threw him from the mountain, he was thinking of Krishna. They were stamping him with elephants, he was thinking of Krishna. His father was trying to threaten him, he was thinking of Krishna. He always thought of Krishna, never forgot Krishna, and he lived happily forever. Many times we hear in fairy tales, they lived happily ever after. That definitely happens here for someone who is always thinking of Krishna and never forgetting Krishna. Yes? So let's think of Krishna at least on this day. Let us begin to put this into practice so that we can forever think of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.